particular segment, I want to focus on the anatomy of a jab. Okay, so in this particular set, I'm just going to cover some of the basic ways to utilize a jab and also to develop the attributes. The anatomy of a jab. Okay, so from this angle here, chest out, bring your arms up, it's like you curling, right? You want to curl right in here, right? So when you're standing forward, you look here. Now, for those of you who are not comfortable in what we call the peekaboo style, right? You can advance your shoulder line. See how you turn your shoulder line? So that your guard becomes forward, like the conventional style of boxing. You might be more comfortable tucking in the right hand right by the chin and keeping your left hand out. We prefer to do it this way primarily because it forces us to use our feet more and our evasive movement. So those are some of the differences. Now, when we talk about shooting the jab is going to come directly out from this position here. Right? I'm in a comfortable sitting position. I'm going to push the jab and shoot it out. See, notice how the jab is turning over so that you see the bottom of my knuckles? And it comes back from the side view. Comes back from the long view. The elbow is pointing up to the sky. Notice the shoulders covering my chin. So if I'm tucked, I'm practically hiding behind my shoulder for his counter. Boom. When the hand retracts, it comes right back. Home base. So even if it's forward, as in conventional boxing, see, forward, still comes back to the position. Now, one of the things that we like to do, so I'm going to gain for some range, is that when you're sitting, you want to lean slightly so that when you shoot your jab, you can use your eye to look down the length of your arm to your front knuckles. But just sit, lean, keeping your chin tucked, chest out. You want to shoot the jab so that your eyes look down the line of your punch. That is how you develop accuracy. If you don't stay in this position here and get comfortable, then what happens is you begin to do this. Your hands will start to wane from position of protection, and your jab will start to come from any amount of places, and this not necessarily makes it an effective jab. To have an effective jab, you should always keep it here. This requires conditioning of the upper torso, right? So that's why we say we start out in this bridge to create chest, and we hold it here. We do all these exercises from this position. It's tenuous at first, it's strenuous at first, but as you move on, it gets a lot better. So as I said, my little lean, the reason why I'm leaning is because the right hand. It's right here. Not only is it protecting the floor of the rib, but that level. And you want to sit, so have it back, cocked and ready to go, so that when you let it leave the body, it can get that range that it needs. So now, back to the jab. Now, a couple of ways to train to build conditioning in the jab is to shoot it high. As you shoot it high, notice how I'm turning and leaning low. Still looking down the line, see where I place my knuckle. Okay, now those are the basic foundation. Now you might think, well, that's simple. Everybody does a jab, so what makes a jab important? We use 3 frequencies with our jab. Pop, pop it, get it out and get it back. We use a stick. That means you're going to plant it in. You might hit my feet. I'm sticking it. And we use a lunge. The lunge is us extending our left foot forward, advancing on the person without necessarily giving up the position on the rear leg. The stick, simply us attacking something other than the face into the body. You don't want to pop a jab into the body because it smells like a slap. You want to stick it. You want to put something behind it so when you turn it in to the body, it actually goes and digs. That's why we call it a stick. A pop toward the head. Popping toward the head, what that does is it keeps the guy off balance. He's trying to run up on you. You just pop it. Pop. Now how do we develop the pop?